Alright, guys, first card video. Welcome back to Influencer Boxing Talk. I think this is number 10. It wasn't a lot of promotion for this Misfits card. Misfits, I think it's 10. No, it's 11. Misfits 11 in New York Hall. York Hall is in the UK. But basically, we're going to talk about this card. I got a few interesting fights on this card I like personally. But I'm going to know how I always do. Start from the bottom, work my way up. Now on this card, I'm not sure what idea they was having the older gentlemen on this card, because of course they're not gonna be into the whole beefing thing or creating content in the interviews and face-offs. They're gonna be very respectful. I mean, these guys, some of these guys like have grandchildren probably, so there's that. I mean, the first fight, it's gonna be a pretty short one. Not the fight, but the video. A lot of these people I just don't know, plain and simply. Dapper Laughs versus Simple Simon. I think Simple Simon actually does content, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't really looked into that, but I'm pretty sure he's known for being a coach or something like that. Yeah, but that fight, I have no idea how it's going to go. I mean, Simple Simon did have that one fight against Ed Matthews, which he got destroyed. So, and that was about a year and a half ago on that one promotion. So, I don't know who to go with. I'm going to just say... Simple Simon has been training longer, it seems. So I would say Simple Simon. On to the next, Adam Brooks versus Rhino. Now, apparently Rhino is a part of Slim's new boxing promotion called, I think it's called Sniper. I'm not sure of the name. I have to look into it. But he did start a promotion, and Rhino is the guy that he signed, I believe. If not, it's another guy with the exact same name or a similar name. But I'm pretty sure it's this guy. But we're going to see. We're going to see his debut. He seems to be an ultra athlete. He has a long history of being an athlete, doing TV shows and that. So I was just gonna go over Rhino. It's not much I can really get into the fight, because I don't know each of these guys' style or what they bring to the table. Now, this is some fights we have seen before. We have a couple rematches on the card. We have Uncle Pizza versus Yeti Gang 2. Now, the first fight was just Yeti Gang mouthpiece just falling out of his mouth constantly, and it was Uncle Pizza just making it rough and closing the distance and just working in the clinch. So I think with Yeti Gang's how the first fight went, Yeti Gang was very sharp. He was very defensively responsible. It was very hard for Uncle Pizza to touch Yeti Gang, and I think it's been a long time. It's been a very long time since they fought. So I think it's even going to be even better than the first one, for sure. Hopefully it's going to be shorter, because these guys are looking like pros. So they're one of the best fights we're going to have on Misfits in our scene. So I want it to be better than the first fight, and it will be. I have no doubt that it won't. I think Yeti Gang is going to take it. He's going to make it more clean. He's gonna get Uncle Pizza out of there. And Uncle Pizza is actually really good compared to the rest of the guys in the scene. But if we talking about levels, like getting into professional boxing, yeah, Yeti Gang I feel like Yeti Gang has a little bit more to his package than Uncle Pizza. I just think he's not. He doesn't his timing is not as good as Yeti Gang's. Because he has technical ability, know how to throw certain punches. It's just his time is not as good as Yeti's games. So that's what I expect to see on the night. I expect it's going to be hard for him to get a KO Yeti Gang. But if he really goes for it, he can actually do it. I do believe that. He's very confident in the build-up of this fight. I think he's predicted like the first round KO or something like that. So I'll say like second or third round KO. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens earlier, though. So there's that fight. Do you have another rematch? Two rematches on this card. We have Minicon versus Arms. Now, with the previous card, the prime card, I was interested in the heavyweight fight, because I knew the winner of that fight was potentially going to fight the winner of this fight. Arms and Minicon. Since Minicon has been he's been training ever since the fight with, I believe he had some fight on another event between now and before his last fight with Jake the Viking. I almost forgot his name. So yeah, so he's been active. He's been very active, more active than Arms. I don't think Arms had a fight. What was it, March 2020, and that was on Showstar, right? And then he came back and just fought Master Uguay. Looked pretty good too. Look like he's ready. He's been training the whole time. So what I want to bring up about this fight is very close. It's very important that you pay close attention to their mental mindsets. I believe in this fight, that is exactly what's going to win Arms the fight. I feel like he's coming to this fight a lot more serious, a lot more dangerous too physically, but mentally he's switched on. And I think Minicon, he doesn't take the sport as seriously as Arms does. And I think the time that has passed between the first and the second match you're gonna see a big gap in skill and ability. So, and it's hard to say that because you would think Minicon being the more active fighter that he'll be stand a better chance in this fight, but I don't actually think that. I think Arms is just gonna not a first round KO. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think he gets him out of there though, like either a late stoppage or a late KO from Arms. Now the only thing that worries me that isn't the case is that Arms actually just gasses out. He gasses out real quickly. I don't know if he's going to do that in this fight. Hopefully, with a year and a half of training boxing, maybe on and off, we don't really know. But we know he's with Shoe Fighters, JJ's gym that he's a part of. So we know their cardio is pretty much good, all of their fighters. So I think he's going to come to this fight well prepared in that aspect. But Minicon, I think he'll definitely have improvements coming into this fight. Maybe a better jab, a little bit of head movement, maybe a better punch resistance because he naturally has a good chin. But man, it's going to be hard for him to win this fight. I don't see him winning at all. I think